Hey guys, Resurfing here. Today I got the Fire Emblem Warriors Switch Special Edition. Already opened it up because I have been playing the game and it's really fun. I need to turn things down on my end a bit. It has got a neat mechanic added to the standard warrior mechanic where you can actually switch between the party members, and you do have the weapon triangle from Fire Emblem, so that's cool. So the Special Collector's Edition came with a CD, or rather 3 CDs. This is the Fire Emblem Warriors original sound selection. I have CD 1 in there. If you have the CD out, it does give a list. I know you can't see it with my computer, but it does give a list of all the songs that are on that disc. So there's 21 on the first disc alone. So that's quite a bit. It tells you which game each of the songs is from too. So Overture, Fire Emblem Warriors, the Fire Emblem theme, which should be starting a little bit, is Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. There it is. Each disc has a character on it. You see the last one is Anna, I think. I don't know enough of the Fire Emblem characters, but I think that's Anna. But, so, yeah. If they all have 21 on here, that's a good collection. I am going to make sure that I transfer them to be able to play on MP3s, my MP3 player. And let's see, what else do we have here? We had a double-sided poster which actually shows where each of the playable characters originates from. Anna's a bit odd, as I'm pretty sure there's a playable Anna in Awakening, but I'm not 100% on that. It's also double-sided because it shows which game they first appeared in the US compared to which game they first appeared in Japan. So we have the odd case of, in the US, Lyn appears before Marth. In Japan, Marth appears before Lyn. So this is the Japanese side here, American side here. So I'm pretty sure this shows all of the playable characters before DLC, because we do have Season Pass confirmed. Which I'm glad for, because it means there's a chance that Roy gets in there, because Roy kind of gets screwed in these a lot. I'm actually surprised Ike's not on here. Not in here, actually. But it's just a standard poster paper. It's nothing special other than that it does show where they originated, which is pretty cool. Then we have the art cards. It's designed like an art book, but you pull them out, and they're cards. And by the way, I forgot to mention the CDs, but I love the little 8-bit characters on there. It's a nice touch, considering where they originate from. So I'm not going to go through all these cards, because there's a ton of them. But, see, we've got Anna, Lyn. Pretty sure it's Lyn anyway. I may have the characters wrong too, just because I'm going by the color of the CD on that. So if I'm wrong on that, that's because I'm going by colors more than anything else. Lyn. Celica, I just realized their names are there. Tiki, because we have to have Tiki. Tiki's kind of one of the most important things in the Fire Emblem universe. Sita, I don't think I pronounced that right. Marth. And I think Marth is a good one to end that on, since he's probably the most famous Fire Emblem character, especially with the Awakening stories. So I'm going to put these back into the order they were, because, well, that's just what I do. That was Lyn, right? Yeah, Lyn, okay. Oh, I just noticed that shows the little 8-bit sprites there too, that's cool. Unfortunately, there's no kind of info or anything on the back of the cards, which would have been nice, but they're still pretty cool. And you just see how nicely this goes together. Even when you're pulling them out, it's a really nice touch. In any case, I'm enjoying the game. Not very far in it. I just unlocked History Mode, which seems to be unlocked when you beat the first real boss. And I can't even beat level 1 in the History Mode at this point. It's embarrassing. Compared to Hyrule Warriors, and actually even compared to the Kamen Rider games, it's a lot easier to keep your characters within the same level range. And I mean a lot easier. Getting gold's easier, so it's easier to level them up that way. Which I really appreciate. Like, for Kamen Rider Hyrule Warriors, it doesn't really matter that much, but this game, you do kind of need to have them at a relatively same level. Mainly because it does use Fire Emblem mechanics. You get the parent mechanics that were introduced in Awakening, which thankfully, if one character gets experience while paired up, the other one does as well. Because pairing up actually kind of removes one of the characters to only be an assist. I've been playing Lena, the female twin, and been pairing her with Lissa because they seem to work well together. For those who played Awakening, yes, Frederick does still have the bear thing going. One of the neat things is that if you don't like the English dub, you do have the option to play Japanese with English subtitles. Personally, I don't have a problem with the English dub, but I know there are people who do. This is just in a small patch, it's free, anyone can download it. And whatever character you pick in the beginning doesn't really matter too much. It affects where certain things go in story mode, but after the first major boss battle, I did unlock the other characters. So it's mainly who you're playing first, and then you'll be able to switch between them later on. Interestingly, I've not found a way to actually go through battles with characters I've unlocked. I don't know if that's something to unlock later, or if it's just there's just no way to do it, which seems odd compared to previous Warriors types games. Again, Kamen Rider, Hyrule Warriors, obviously Dynasty Warriors itself. So I figure there's gotta be a way to do it. I just don't know what it is yet. I'm also pretty sure I know how to unlock Anna as a playable character, and it's going to be a pain in my butt. Mainly because I complete things too fast. Another thing to mention is you have an option for permanent... Okay, computer crash there, don't know why, but as I was saying, you do have the option for permanent death. I chose not to do that because I get way too attached to the characters. I can't do it. But you do have the option to do it. So I'm actually currently playing on normal mode, or normal difficulty, casual mode. I want to say the other one's called hardcore, but I'm not sure. But if you want the full experience, Fire Emblem experience, you do have the option for the permanent death. yeah, so while that was going on, I did take a look at the CDs again. Okay, I'm aware that that's Lynn. I think it might be Crom, female Corrin, Lynn, but I'm not sure on female Corrin or Crom. Lynn is definitely this 3, though. I'm trying to think of what else. Again, I feel like there's a way to go back and play with the new characters I unlocked on older levels, but I can't figure out what it is. Whatever it is, it's not obvious. And it looks like there's plenty of characters to play as even before the season pass, so that's fun. Again, I can't do the history mode, I just suck at it. You do unlock your first upgrade piece pretty early on, so you can upgrade your class pretty early. They have to be at level 15 before doing so. I'm at level 12, or I was at level 12 when I got my piece to do that, so I just need to level up a bit there. It does seem to be a bit easier to get the pieces needed for the skill tree system. That's what I was trying to say, skill tree. It does seem to be a bit easier to get that. That may just be because I'm very early on. Definitely like playing the Lords the most. Delissa is fun. I actually found Frederick to be my least favorite play so far, which surprised me. You'd think Giant Knight on a horse would be more fun for me, but it's not. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about this for now. I do recommend playing it. You'll probably see screenshots of it on my Twitter at some point. Unfortunately, it's not possible to use with the Switch's new recording feature, which surprised me. I suspect it will be soon, but it's not available yet. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I do highly recommend this game. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time, wherever it may be. Bye, guys!